The man hand-drew a circular QR code. Then he held it up to the camera inside his cell. Something unbelievable happened. Every electronic device reset at once. And as a result, every human on Earth collapsed into a coma. The year was 2034. Walker walked into a store, grabbed a bottle of liquor, and tried to walk out without paying. But the owner had upgraded the security doors. Not only did Walker fail to break through, he also dropped the bottle and shattered it on the floor. By the time the police arrived, Walker was calmly leaning against a glass display case. The officers first ran a facial recognition scan on him. It showed he had no prior criminal record. Still, to be safe, they collected a DNA sample. That's when everything changed. His DNA triggered the highest level orange alert. The police immediately placed him under arrest. Using a key found on Walker, they made their way to his home. Inside, it looked like a graveyard for computers. All kinds of hardware were piled everywhere. There were also scattered drawings on the desk. They looked strangely similar to circuit board layouts. While searching the place, the officers found a locked door. When the male officer forced it open, the setup inside looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. At the center stood a computer, its main screen oddly covered with a white cloth. Just then, the female officer heard a faint noise. Meanwhile, Walker's interrogation was handed over to Charlie and Jenny.
Let me show you something. Do you recognize this suitcase? Yes. So you know what's inside it then? A body we can't identify. Why did you do it?
Charlie demanded to know why Walker had killed someone. Walker didn't answer. Instead, he asked if this was the highest security prison. He had heard the central computer here was the most powerful one, connected directly to the national security network. Charlie had no patience for games. He told Walker he was a psychological evaluator. His behavior would determine how long he stayed behind bars. But Walker didn't care at all. He said he wanted to tell a story. After that, they could sentence him to whatever they wanted. When Walker was younger, he worked as a video game reviewer. He had an unmatched passion for games. One day, his boss gave him a major assignment. A top-tier company had developed a brand new game. If his review was good, fame and fortune would follow. Sitting in the car, Walker's hands trembled with excitement. He rushed to the company to check it out. After explaining the core concept, the developer showed him the game.
You're looking at the first life forms in history whose biology is entirely digital.
How do I control them?
Why do you want to control them?
Developers ask Walker not to think of them as characters. These little yellow beings are real, living life forms. Walker's role was to act like a god. He would help them reproduce, teach them skills, and guide them to build their own world. Although the initial code was written by the developer, it would continue to evolve on its own. Even the creator didn't know what it would become. Everything depended on how these beings developed.
Listen, they're talking to you.
What are they saying?
I don't know. They developed their own language. No words, just sounds. I didn't even have to design that. They just did it.
The concept completely blew Walker's mind. When the developer wasn't looking, Walker secretly stole the game. As soon as he got home, he couldn't wait to start playing. At first, there was only a single egg. Walker hatched the tiny beings from it. Like a father, he fed them apples. When they got dirty, he even used a small basin to wash them. Under his careful care, the creatures rapidly multiplied and grew. Soon, Walker felt a strong urge to communicate with them. That opportunity finally came. Walker had a street-smart, shady friend. One day, the friend came over and said he had something good. He asked if Walker wanted to try it. Without thinking much, Walker agreed. Afterward, he sat down at his computer. To his shock, he could suddenly understand what the creatures were saying.
Just so I'm sure I understand, you're saying the creatures in the game, Throng, they were communicating with you?
They've been trying all along. I just didn't know it.
Their message was simple. They needed more equipment. Only then could they communicate better with him. Walker quickly wrote everything down, but the next morning, he realized he could no longer understand them.